Well guys, warranty, that things which makes a lot of people choose to go with one component or one product over a different product. Today I thought I'm gonna give my opinion on it, since a lot of people in this period are talking about the issue with Asus warranty and just talking about the topic a lot. I think I can give a unique insight in it, since I've bought a lot of components over the year, both used, brand new, from stores, from reputable stores and from less reputable stores. So first off, I'm gonna give my opinion about used components, especially PC parts, and why warranty may not be such a big deciding factor, whereas I think it really should be if you're buying a computer. Two very different things. Now, if you're buying a component on the used market, okay, some sellers will say, I have the full warranty, I will give it to you, and that's why I'm charging more for my product. And now, sure, if the component is brand new and they bought it from Amazon, which sometimes offers a transferable warranty, and they're gonna give you all the info, then it may be worth more than other products. However, there are quite a few things to consider to avoid issues. First of all, you always wanna double check that the serial number of the component they're giving you is actually the same as the one in the warranty they're giving you. But even if it's the same, depending on your country, warranty may not be transferable. Now, I'm from Italy, so I can only speak about Italy, but as far as I know, if you buy a certain thing here and then you sell it to someone else, the other person doesn't have the right to claim the warranty sometimes. So you definitely wanna give that a look. And then what also I've seen happen quite a lot with things like that is if you buy something with warranty from somebody, if you do have any issues, they're gonna be just telling you, hey, you've got the warranty, I don't want to hear about it, it's your problem, I gave you all the documents, you figure it out. Which, again, may open for more issues. Like, I've even seen people selling defective components and then just give you the warranty, so you can deal with the RMA process. The RMA process is the process of sending stuff back to the manufacturer or the shop and getting it back. Now, why are they doing this? Is because RMA processes in general are super painful, super long, terrible, and you also very often have to pay for them, which is crazy. But I will tell you guys two of my most recent experiences with it. So the first one I had was with XPG, okay? So XPG had a known issue, if you're in the PC business, with their Lancer DDR5 RAM. The issue is now fixed, by the way, so if you want to buy them now, they're fine. But the first run had issues. So the XMP was not running and many chips were becoming faulty over time. So what I did is, since I bought the RAM used, but brand new pretty much, they were just mounted on a PC from a guy and I had the receipt. I just went back to the shop and told them, hey, my RAM is faulty. It's not booting, it gives out an error as soon as I plug it in. I've tried different motherboards, etc. And the guy from this shop in Italy, which I will not name, told me that they don't offer warranty, meaning they just act as a medium between you and the manufacturer. So they compiled for me the RMA form and they had to ship it back to XPG directly. Now in my case, I was pretty lucky because it wasn't XPG, it was the Italian importer in XPG. And so after a while of just annoying the seller and just telling him, hey dude, I have a PC, I need to sell, I need to put the RAM in, please can you give it to me? They ended up basically, first off, he wasn't very honest because he was like, if you want to buy another kit from me, you can buy 16 gigabytes and I will give you the 16 gigabytes in the RMA, in the kit, and just send them all to you. You're basically getting a discount, which was, I find, not very honest. But then he eventually agreed to just send me the replacement 16 gigabytes. Because I think, again, don't quote me on this, I'm no lawyer, but I think in Italy, like, the responsible person is the person who sells you the product. So they have to fix the issue for you, I think. So they did end up just sending me a new kit, but it took me, even with this basically quick form, etc., it took me like 3 weeks to have my RAM back since starting the process, and I had to fill out a lot of modules and just a lot of things, ship the RAM out, of course, bring it to the postal center, etc. Took a lot of time, to be honest, for 16 gigs of RAM, which nowadays are worth, what, 40 bucks? So some people probably wouldn't have bothered, or they would have sold the RAM as working, give you the warranty. If you are having issue, they're gonna tell you, no, it's your motherboard, but hey, you can always file a claim with warranty. So you, buyer, have to lose 3 weeks of your time, which I find is, again, very dishonest, but it happens. Also because the hardware sometimes, it works on some motherboards, but not on others. When it does so, it's actually faulty. Sometimes it's compatibility problems, sometimes it's faulty hardware, so not ideal. But now I will also tell you about another RMA which went even worse, okay? And now this is my experience with Asus. I know everybody's flaming Asus. I actually kind of like the brand, even though I don't work with them because I am a nobody. But I really like their motherboards for overclocking. I think their Strix 4090s are good. I got the Matrix 4090, a client of mine got it, I built it for them. I have the video on the channel, the graphene cooled 4090 basically. And I think they do make good products. Warranty for me has always been kind of fine because I usually go back to the person I bought from, which is usually Amazon, because they have a great return policy. However, in this time, I bought this motherboard, again, used from a guy, and it was an X299 Asus motherboard, very high-end motherboard. It's the one I used in my graphene cooled build, which it's a video that took me 3 months to complete, exactly because of the RMA issue. Now, nobody saw that video because the channel is small now, but when I made that video, basically we got an X299 motherboard with an i7 unlocked and an unlocked i9. We deleted the i9, put liquid metal in it, built a custom loop for like super cheap around it with off-brand parts in a Noah case, which looks like a Cooler Master expensive case, but was very cheap. And we basically put the whole PC together with a 2080 Ti with graphene and liquid metal in it. So basically doing what Asus has done with the Matrix now. I've done it like 3 years ago, and the build did come out nicely in the end. There was only the 3000 series at the time, and we basically built a PC which could perform like a 3080 with a latest gen i7, and we built it for like $800. Again, if you want to go watch the video, it's on the channel, but it's pretty lower quality than now. But what actually happened there is basically I built the whole PC up, filled up the loop, and the PC wasn't starting. I actually did the full diagnostics because I was lucky. I had 2 CPUs compatible, and it ended up being the motherboard. So I took the motherboard out, and I was like, okay, no problem. I have the original receipt. I will just send it to Asus, and it's under warranty. However, I had to pay for shipping, which I thought was strange, but I figured, hey, it's fine because it's not in the first year, it's part of the extended warranty, so it's fine. So I posted it all the way to Slovakia at my expenses, and you have to fill out a lot of forms, and you also have to be very careful about what you send, because they tell you explicitly that whatever they get, they will only send you back the motherboard with no box, no accessories, so you have to strip the motherboard down of all the heatsinks and then send it to them. That's why I've seen on the internet a lot of people complaining that like they sent a motherboard and they got back less than what they sent. I know it's annoying, but it's in the terms and conditions of Asus, so I guess it's fine. But I sent it there, I paid for shipping. The crazy part is this: I got the motherboard back after like 3 weeks, I want to say, maybe close to a month. When it came back, it just had like big stickers on it pointing at a trace which was damaged. And now I believe the trace was damaged, so that's fine to me. I could have figured it out by myself without doing the RMA, yes, but I wasn't able to see it because it was under the heatsinks. And so I was pretty disappointed because I was like, they haven't fixed it. I figured the manufacturer would be able to redo a trace, right? I know a lot of independent YouTubers who do advanced repairs and they fix traces, so I don't understand to this day why Asus hasn't done it. So I was pretty disappointed. But the worst part is a week later, I got in the mail, in my email, a quote saying I owed them like $70 for the repair because they took a look at it. And since it was under warranty, because it was a damaged trace, which means it was caused by somebody, probably not me, probably the previous owner, but it was caused by somebody, I had to pay $70 plus the shipping. So I paid like $100 total to have my motherboard not repaired. So this is my experience with RMAs. And for the build, it took 3 months because in the end, I bought another motherboard, the used lower end one, which was terrible because I had like the best Asus board ever. I was super happy with it. But I bought another one with the CPU and then I built the PC back and finished the video. And all that to do 500 views. After 3 years the video has been live. I need to really reconsider my life choices. But all that aside, warranty is a problem. So how do you avoid this? Well, first of all, I want to say, don't trust the fact that it has warranty and always test out the products by yourself when you go to buy them, especially if used. You want to make sure the product works before you bring it home. Don't trust nobody, just go there, test it. If it works, buy it, bring it back. If you buy it online with some services that offer return, as soon as you get it, test it. And if it doesn't work, send it back. If you're buying brand new stuff, I always recommend you buy from reputable website or reputable sellers when they directly give you warranty. Don't buy from somebody Like with hardware, this is very common. So if you buy online a GPU on Amazon, it's more expensive than other websites. But the other websites, if you do have a problem, they will just send it back to the manufacturer. And so they don't have any overhead because they don't provide the warranty, so they don't have costs associated with it. And so they sell you the product for less. But if you do have a problem, it's going to be a nightmare. So I prefer to either buy used or from a very reputable seller. For example, I also understand why people go to shops to buy a computer, because they think if you buy a PC, you should have warranty on the PC. So that's my opinion on warranty for PC parts. Now, if you're buying a complete computer, so whole PCs, I always do think you either test it out and bring it back home knowing that it works, or I do recommend, especially if you're not very familiar with hardware, just buy it from a shop that directly gives you warranty. And that's key, directly. Again, you don't want, if you have a faulty graphics card, to stay without a graphics card for months, because it will be error-made by the seller. That's my opinion on it, but do let me know down below if you do know any tips or tricks to avoid this. Maybe if you have an issue, if there is some way to like shorten the RMA process, or let me know if you have any tips of your own, or just let me know in general what you think about it, and hopefully I will see you guys in another video. Bye bye.